Hello everyone, good to see all of you. I just took a bus into downtown Zhuhai and I was thinking about different norms in China versus America, or things that are considered rude and polite, and I want to share some of them with you. I've been in China for almost 2 months now. I'm hitting the midterm point, super exciting with all the tests. But with that being said, I think that one of the first things I was surprised by coming to China is spitting. It's very normal for men, women, and children on the streets to spit in China. I also saw this in India. I have heard that it's a bigger thing in Asia. I thought it was a normal thing, and I talked to my roommate today, and she told me that most people know and were taught when they were younger that it is not well mannered, but that people spit anyways and they don't care. So that's something, if you were to come to China and perhaps most places in Asia, that you would see, and that is normal. Second to that, when I was getting on the bus to come here, there was a woman, and this is a very normal thing, that pushed to the front of the line to get on the bus, and there was plenty of room, but shoved through all the people, didn't say a thing, and no one around her said a thing. In China, generally, because of course I don't want to make an overgeneralization because there's exceptions, but people are a lot more passive and they do not like confrontation. So, although this woman pushed and shoved her way through the crowd, no one said anything and turned their head. In America, I think that might cause some issues. People might say some things, but here it's a very normal thing, and they're also very accustomed to crowds. So I think in America we're a lot more uncomfortable in crowds, or it's not as familiar of a thing, but they are ready to navigate through the crowds, get where they need to go, or if she wanted a certain seat on that bus, she was getting it. So that's one thing. Also, as a foreigner here, I definitely stand out. I'm in mainland China, and it's not a normal thing for foreigners to be here. Of course there are foreigners, but it's a rare sighting. Therefore, I get stared at a lot. Our pictures, exchange students as a whole, are taken often, and I asked my roommate if this is considered rude, or if it's okay, because in America I don't think it would go over well if foreigners were having their picture taken and this and that, although I know the context is different. And she told me that initially, upon seeing a foreigner, people are probably just really surprised, so they're looking twice. But she said if they do stare for a prolonged period of time, that it is impolite. So that was interesting to know. But if Chinese people were staring at each other, she said that that is a rude thing, just as it is in America, and probably should not be happening. And last, along the lines of just having a passive culture, something I'm thinking about as I'm walking around the streets here right now, people in China, like America, are on their phones a lot. So they're on their phones in school, when they're walking, going to the store, whatever it is. But saying hi to people, whether you know them or strangers, is not a thing. Even on college campus, which is very different from my own, people keep their heads down and they don't want to talk to people. And my roommate, interestingly, when she was in the United Kingdom, told me that even if she were to see another Chinese person there, which is not too common, that she would not talk to them. She said Chinese people by all means want to go on with their day, they just try to keep their heads down and keep going. If I saw another American here, definitely, and probably in Europe or anywhere in the world, I would definitely say hi and embrace that American patriotism. But again, these are generalizations, but these are just things that I've noticed and I've learned and that have been different since I've been here. And especially as a runner, being on the streets and people not saying excuse me or left or right, with bikes, with cars, with whatever it is, it's definitely different and something that I've had to adjust to, especially trying not to get run over. But if you have any questions about any of these or other norms or things that you think might be normal in America and you're wondering if it's normal here, we can definitely talk about it when we video chat soon, so just jot it down and let me know. But I look forward to speaking to you guys soon. I hope that you have a great week. Bye!